let's talk about health, and you might have heard about the 37 Military Hospital. I'm told that it was the 37 facility established, and that's how it got its name. I'll tell you more about that later on. But the facility is 75 years old. That's how old it is, and it has played a huge role in Ghana's healthcare delivery. This morning, we'll take a look at where it has come from, where it is going, how we can all support it, and tell you exactly the kind of activity they have lined up for the celebrations. My guest in the studio, two of them. Judith Isiama is a Deputy Director of Nursing Services, Maternity and Theatre. Judith, welcome.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
And then to my extreme right is Gwendolyn Mensah. She's also a Deputy Director, Nursing Services, Nursing and Midwifery Training School. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us.
You are welcome.
And 75 years, happy anniversary first.
Thank you.
Let's start with it. What is 37 celebrating?
Okay, I'll take that question.
Take that.
Yeah. We are celebrating our legacy.
Right.
A legacy because it was handed over to us from the Second World War, and then a progressive future. There has been progression in the hospital.
Right.
And then also, we want to achieve client satisfaction by giving them quality service. So that's what we are celebrating.
That's what you're celebrating,
yes.
75. How does it reflect what 37 stands for and how it has contributed to healthcare delivery?
As my colleague said, he said we are celebrating our legacy.
Right.
What the British left for us. And when I say the British, you are talking of the military.
Right.
It was a military, it was under the military command. And when you talk about the military, then we are talking of military discipline. And with military discipline, one is when work is there for it to be done. There is nothing like I'm busy, I have my personal something to do or to attend to.
Right.
You go in to perform. Another one is going to work on time. It's still part of the military discipline. When you are supposed to be at work at 7:30, then by 7 you are there. By 7:30 you've taken over from
Whoever
the staff, whether morning, afternoon or night. Then it goes on. It's not like, I'm not mentioning any name, but other places where we say work starts at 7 and you see people trooping in at 8:30, 9 a.m. No. So that is the legacy we are talking about. Still with the military discipline, we recognize the hierarchy that stands in the military. We move from one point to the other. You don't bypass command.
Okay.
So we have laid down rules and regulations.
And that has worked for the
It works a lot. And one important thing too is, if there is an emergency that we need staff to come to the premises to work, all we need to do as a military institution is to blow the siren. And everybody in the hospital or even beyond in the barracks will hear of the siren and we'll all troop to the place. Whether you are eating, bathing or whatever, once you hear the siren, you stop coming and assist. And those are the legacies that we are talking about.
Gwendolyn, before I go to Judy, let me ask, is everyone who works at the 37 a military person?
No.
Not everyone.
As you see us here, we are civilians.
You're civilians.
Yeah. But we're trained by the military. And I'm proud to say that we've been in military hospital as civilians for 27 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So although we are civilians, we
have the
behave
military
just like
blood in you.
Yes, we behave just like the military.
Okay, great. All right, Judith, let's look at 37. Where have you come from? A brief history of the facility, even though Gwendolyn has told us about being handed over by the British. Where have you come from?
Okay, during the World War II, the leader for the war, Lieutenant General Gifford, requested for the establishment of the institution. Its headquarters was in the Gold Coast. So they established the facility. That time, they were having 29 wards, 9 for the British and 20 for the Africans. So in 1956, it was redesignated. And then it became the 37 Military Hospital. That's the 37th number of such establishments.
Right.
Yeah. Then in 1957, they recruited indigenous doctors, nurses, paramedics into the facility. And that's where we are today.
That's where you have come from that long stretch.
Yes. So, can I continue?
Okay, go ahead.
So, although it's a military establishment that take care of the military and their families, they take care of civilian employees like me. We are known as civilian employees and our families. We also see to the public. We also see to UN patients, and then the government officials. And I mean that public takes about 70% of the people that we see in the hospital. Yeah.
I see. Now, let's talk about the purpose of this celebration. 75 years. What is the purpose? Why are we celebrating 75?
Okay, the purpose is to celebrate our achievements. Achievements. We've come far. So we've established schools in the hospital. That's the NMTC. That's where my friend is coming from.
Okay. We have the midwifery training school.
Yes, it's part of the hospital. Then we have the EMT school. That's Emergency Medical Technician School. We have the School of Anesthesia. And then we have the postgraduate school for surgeons and physicians. And also there have been renovations there. We are doing reconstructions. And then also we've also put together a lot of things. We have new machines, equipments to work with, although we need more.
I see. Okay. Gwendolyn, let's stay on. Now, what has been 37's military hospital's role in healthcare delivery in Ghana? How key has been your role?
When it comes to military hospital, our main focus is to provide quality service to our clientele. And as my colleague said, our clientele, we have the military personnel, their families, civilian employees, our families, and the public as a whole. And our aim is to make sure that the quality service that people wouldn't get elsewhere, when you come to the military, we strive to provide that service. So that when you leave our premises, you didn't go out there with your mouth shut, but you talk about the service that you received when you came to military hospital.
I see.
And one thing we've put in place to make sure that really we give out the quality care that we are talking of is to put in place a team that goes around to check and make sure that that quality care is given. That is a quality service team. They go around every day. Where we need to improve on our services, we meet, discuss, and improve on it. Where we need to maintain the standards, we make sure we maintain those standards.
I see. So you play a very key role in delivering healthcare.
Yes.
I know you military people don't normally talk about challenges because you say obey before complain, but I guess you have some challenges too.
We have some challenges.
Tell me some of them.
Okay, our limited resources, we don't have enough, and also most of our equipment are breaking down.
They are outdated.
But as I mentioned, 70% of the public, they patronize the facility, so we need people to help us. We need NGOs, we need individuals, we need private organizations. We need them to come in and support us. And if they cannot come, and if they even call us, we'll come.
And take it.
And take it, yes. We'll come and take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Grateful. But before we wrap up, let's talk about the activities that have been lined up for this anniversary. When is it starting? What are you going to do? And then perhaps when is the grand climax? When the link can start and then you can wrap up.
Okay. Thank you very much. The program outline that we have is on the 4th of August. We'll be having our inauguration, and we invite the public to be there, and it's at 8 a.m. Then on the 12th of August, we'll be having a route march, and we'll go through the streets of Accra. So I'm sure people will see us. When you see us, you join. Then later we'll all troop back to military hospital and climax everything over there. Other things that we'll be having is blood donation. Okay. You know, when it comes to health, we believe in saving lives. We don't believe in losing even a soul. So where it's possible that we can save life, we try as much as possible to save life. So there'll be blood donation campaign. And we telling the public to come in and support a worthy cause. Then it's a year-long celebration.
Right.
So as the months go by, we keep you
we'll hear more from you.
Yes.
Okay, Judy, let me take final words from you and then we'll wrap up this.
Okay, there's a saying that knowledge, and then practice. So the whole of September, we'll be having workshops and lectures to equip our staff with the knowledge so that they'll be able to deliver quality care. And then also, we'll end up the program with a church anniversary. Right. It's very important. Okay. Because in all things, they say, well, you should give thanks to God. Great. So we'll do that. Okay. So I think it's going to be a whole year activity, starting from 4th August throughout to 16th of July 2017. Okay. So we are expecting the public to bear with. They should come in and sponsor us. How about the sponsorship?
You need them.
We need them. Okay. We really need them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure TV3 will lend their support.
Yes.
Judith Esiama is a Deputy Director, Nursing Services, Maternity and Theatre. Gwendolyn Mensah is also the Deputy Director of Nursing Services, Nursing and Midwifery Training School. Ladies, I'm grateful for your time this morning. And I know you military people, you don't waste time at all. I'm sure you're heading back to the wards.
Yes.
We're grateful for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.